What's up, JDL fam? Look, today we're checking out the Jabra Elite Sport True Wireless Earbuds.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I saved myself the embarrassment of unboxing these, and I did it behind the scenes. Then I decided to try them out for about a week before I decided to showcase them to you guys. So let's go ahead and get in here. I'm gonna do kind of like a faux unboxing because I want you to know what you get in the box. Right here is where the earbuds are displayed, and they're actually turned off when you get the box. The case is right here. Pull that off, and then you have your micro USB charging cable, your instruction booklet, which you will need to look at because these earbuds do quite a bit. And right here, you got a series of silicone and foam ear tips. I usually go for the silicone ear tips in a large to seal up my ear, but in this case, I opted out for the foam ones. They just fit my ears better in this case scenario. I might try to go back to silicone, but in this case, the foam just worked out right off the top. I actually changed out the wings already to a small, so I am a large foam ear tip and a small silicone ear wing as far as my fitment goes in my ears. And I like that you get that versatility right there because, you know, not everybody's ear canal and opening is the same. So you get a lot of selection there. And let me make sure there's nothing else in this box before I move on. Okay. Yeah, that is it. Now the case takes up a pretty big footprint as far as true wireless earbuds go, but it's kind of flat. It's relatively thin, so it doesn't take up too much space in the pocket while you're carrying these things around when they're not in use. Right here, you got your charging port right there. And right here on the front, when you open and close this thing, you'll see two LEDs right here to let you know whether it's charging or not. So let me just open it real quick and then I will close it. And then let me see if they light up. Yeah, two green LEDs light up right there. That lets you know that your earbuds are charged. All right, so since I already opened this thing, now it's got a good spring in here. So this thing isn't just gonna be flopping open if you drop it or something like that. It's got a good spring in here and it's kind of stuck. Once you open it, it unveils the earbuds, and I really do like this case, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Is that a magnet? No, it's not magnetized. They just kind of sit in there just like that, but the case goes together so strong that you don't need to worry about the earbuds falling out as you open it. All right, so it's right there. Now, believe it or not, these things are already paired to my phone. I'm gonna have to close it up, and that's why I kept it closed, is because they pair so fast. So hold on, let me just close this real quick, and you will see just how long it takes. So if you can see my phone right here, once you get these paired up for the first time, which is actually pretty easy, look at the Bluetooth right there. Once I open it up, you'll see that it starts to pair, and then it's already paired just that fast. Did you see it? Jabra Elite Sport. So they're already paired up to my phone, but let's go ahead and take a look around these things, and hopefully I don't start pressing too many buttons and stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll work on the left one first. So on the left earbud, you got your plus and minus button, and then you got some mics right here. You got a little company branding. The plus and minus button is not only a volume up and down, but if you hold it for 1 second, you're gonna get your forward and back tracks as well. So you can control that while it's in your ear. The only downside to that is once it's in your ear, you kind of have to press a little bit because it is a tactile button where it actually, you can feel it pressing. So you kind of press it in your ear canal as you're going through your tracks or your volume. That's the only downside to that. It would be a little bit better if it was more of a touch control, like a swipe or something like that, so you wouldn't push it in your ear. But I really do appreciate the fact that you can control these things while they're in your ear without having to touch your phone. Now to walk around it a little bit, you see where I've got my silicone wing right here is what we're gonna call it, but let's take it off. So once I take it off, you see your sensors right here, and then there's no sensor right here. So this is actually for battery charging. On the other earbud, we'll see a sensor right here, and we'll get into that when we get to that part. But there's my foam gel right there. And let me put this back on because now it's time to move on to the right one. Now moving on to the right one, you kind of have the same layout, except this is a dedicated app button. Yep, it comes with an app. It's a fitness app. Hello, Jabra Elite Sport. If you're gonna do sport, you might as well have an app, and we'll get into that in a second too. But this is a dedicated app button. So whenever you're ready to pull up that app, you just tap that button right there, and the app just automatically comes up to your phone. It's a seamless experience. Right here is a multifunction button. This is a play and pause, and if you hold it, you got a power, and you can also answer your phone calls with this bad boy too. Then you got your two connectors for charging right there, and if you can see right there, whereas the other one, it's sealed right here, on this one, it's open because this thing right here, let me just peel this off so you can see in the guts of this bad boy. Hold on, let me get in there. All right, so this sensor right here it's just a bunch of tech magic happening in there. This is gonna read your heart rate. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of gyroscope in there or something like that. Because once you take it out of your ear, it stops playing and it stops the music or whatever, because it just knows where it's at. If it's not in your ear, I guess it just knows that you're not listening to it, so it shuts everything off, or pauses everything rather. Now let's get into some more stuff about these earbuds. Now for personal use, I use these for a few workouts in a couple of days, and I will tell you that they are good. You do need to take out some time to get the right fitment. Now it took me a little bit of time to figure out my sweet spot between having the foam ear tips versus the silicone, and then you combine it with this wing right here. So you see my combination right here. I got the large foam, and then I got the small wing. And you really do have to take some time to figure that out, because these are not small earbuds. They are on the larger side, but they don't stick out too much. Once you stick them in your ear, you kind of have to twist them just a little bit forward to get that seal in there. And on this side, that sensor's connected. And let me go ahead and put this one in there while I'm at it. So it's in there, and I got a good seal. And right now it just feels like I'm talking underwater. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them out. But as far as fitment goes, take the time to match up all three elements of comfort between the silicone, the foam, and the wings, and you'll find your sweet spot. If you don't, then I don't know, maybe the problem is you, because they give you plenty of opportunity here. So wearing them through calls, I have to admit the phone call quality is slightly better on both ends. It's slightly better than my Galaxy Buds. I really do like my Galaxy Buds, but the phone call quality is slightly better here. I'm assuming just because it's Jabra and it's what they do. So I was just on the phone with my wife. She called me during my bike ride. And I forgot to tell you guys that when you get a phone call, it's actually really clear. I got a lot of wind going, so yes, she heard that. But these external mics kick on and they feed in ambient sound. So your phone call sounds a lot more natural as you're talking. So it doesn't sound like you're talking to someone from underwater. Now, being that they're earbuds, you're gonna wanna know how that music sounds. Now, the music is on the light side. And this is where I say it's important to get a good fit, because with earbuds, if you don't get a good fit, it's gonna sound like AirPods. AirPods to me sound like trash. Because they're not in your ear. They're not real earbuds. They're just things dangling out of your ears. So if you don't get a good fit with these things, you're gonna have an AirPod experience. It's not like that once you get a good fit. You get that good fit. I cannot stress that enough. You get that good seal in your ear and your ear canal, and you will hear all elements of your music in these earbuds. You'll hear the bass. Now, they're not bass heavy. This is more of a balanced sound. They do get plenty loud, and you will hear all the elements, meaning that you're gonna have a nice level of bass. Nothing that you're gonna be starving for more bass for, and it's not so overwhelming to where you can't really, enjoy the mids and highs and the quality of the actual song that was recorded. As far as the mids and highs, very balanced sound. So as far as overall volume, they get loud enough for you to get pumped up while you're working out or just listening to music. And 2, they got plenty of bass for the average person. And 3, the overall sound quality is very balanced, good quality sound all the way through. So let's get into the battery life of these things. So playback time is about 4.5 hours between talking and listening to music. And using all these sensors and stuff they got in here, which is really good for what these things do as far as like the monitoring and stuff. But once you add this case, you add an additional 9 hours. So that's about 13.5 hours of playing time that you got with these things, which is pretty cool because, after 4 hours or after a couple of hours, you listening to these things, you just put them back in the case and it charges, and then you don't have to worry about it. And after about 3 or 4 charges from the case, there's another LED right there. After about 3 or 4 charges from the case, you go ahead and charge this bad boy up as well. And like I said, it's a nice slim case that you don't have trouble toting with you when you go somewhere. It's not too big and bulky. Now, as far as the workouts are concerned, let's get into these workouts because these are sport earbuds. Let me open them up. I love how they pair so fast. Look how that happens. I'm serious. The pairing in these things is just freaky fast. It's like, okay, you don't even got to take it out of the case. As soon as you open the case, they turn on and they pair to your phone before you can even get these things in your ear. So that's a huge bonus because I've played with a lot of earbuds, man. And once you let them sit for a minute or whatever, you put them in your ear and it's like you gotta repair them sometimes, and sometimes you gotta turn them on and you're pushing this stuff in your ear, and I just don't like that. These are paired up and ready to go right off the top. Okay, it just told me my heart rate was detected, so it's catching me right now. It knows that I'm excited about these headphones. And I feel weird talking with these things in my ear because I feel like I'm talking underwater. Anyways, so you got your workout right there. and you can go into running and it'll detect everything. You got your training settings, lots of different things in these apps. I'm just gonna kind of blaze through this thing. You can set up a training plan for yourself. Mine is running. I don't run. It keeps defaulting to running. I'm a walker. I do not run. If you see me running anywhere, you better look behind me because chances are it's something big and bad chasing me. And I tell you, if it catches up to me, it better be ready for a fight because this dude don't really run. I put mine on walking just now, and you can change the training settings. You know, you can select your music and stuff like that. You can do, oh wow, okay. So it takes me directly to Google Play Music, which I'm not in the mood for right now. Let me go into this training plan stuff. There it is, running again. Okay, let me edit that, see how it's doing. Okay, so see where it says training plan, improve gently? Well, yeah, let's improve that gently, or steadily, or intensely. Oh, good Lord. Now let's take it down a notch. Let's hit okay. Okay, let's get out of this. Let's go back. We'll go into my body. You can take a VO2 max test. I keep telling myself I need to do this, but every time I pick up these earbuds, I'm ready to go do something and I don't want to fool around with this VO2 max test. So I might do that at some point. You got your history, achievements, and other settings and stuff like that. And truth be told, this app is just as good as any other app out there, such as Endomondo or even the Samsung Health app, or you know, those other fitness apps they have. This one works great with the earbuds. It is designed to work with it and they did a good job on it. But overall, I do think these are a great buy. Of course, they're water and sweat resistant. You don't want to go ahead and you don't want to dip them in the water and go swimming or nothing like that. But if you're training in the rain, or if you're a super sweaty person and you get a lot of sweat on here, you're gonna be safe. They last enough time, like on a single charge. Oh wait, what happened? Oh, it told me to put the earbuds in because it's sensing that it's not in there. So let me go ahead and put this back in there. Anyways, so I was talking about like working out. So if you're buying these for working out, I say go for it. Make sure you get a good fit. You're gonna love the sensors, how they work in your ears and how they are almost self-aware. The music quality is good, the sound quality is good, and you got plenty of playtime in here for several workouts. Honestly, if you're working out for an hour, you got about, I don't know, 3.5, 4 hours worth of workouts on just without having the earbuds in the case. Then you put it in the case and you've got 13 hours of working out to do. That is a lot of fitness. That's a whole lot of fitness. If you got that much time for fitness, you probably need to get yourself a girlfriend. Anyways, I ain't no expert on this kind of stuff, but I am digging the Jabra Elite Sport, man. These earbuds are good to go in my book. If you had a good time checking out this video with me, you go ahead and make sure you throw those emoji hands up in the comment section, and I'll see y'all at the next one. All right, apparently you had a good time watching this video. Well, today is your lucky day because I done already made a whole bunch of them for you to go back and binge watch. But if you just want to check out the new stuff, you make sure you smash on that subscribe button and tap that little bell. That way you'll know when it's time to come back and open up some new stuff.